I'm Sally Hinchcliffe and I'm the convener of Cycling Dumfries. We campaign for better active travel conditions so that everyone who wants to can walk, wheel or cycle for their everyday journeys. Here in Dumfries we've actually got some really good infrastructure for some routes like the Caledonian Path and the recently built New Abbey Road track, which has really raised the game for the area. But these routes don't connect up, and there are loads of places in and around Dumfries where it's really hard to walk or cycle to or from, and that's a real problem. For the past few years, we've been looking into what we're calling the missing links, the gaps in the network that form a barrier to people walking and cycling, where routes just end without any alternative but to ride on a busy road, like the crossings where you wait ages for a green man, or the places where you face a flight of steps or a chicane, making it impossible for some people to get onto the routes that are already there. Or the roads, some of them with 60 or even 70 mile/an-hour speed limits, where there's no provision for bikes at all, except to ride with traffic. A group of us, just ordinary cyclists and Dumfries residents, have compiled a list of the worst of these missing links, and we're looking at what the barriers are. And we've come up with ideas about how to close the gaps, which we've put on our website. And now we want to get that information into the hands of the people who can make a difference, and that's where you come in. We think that the way to do that is to literally put it into their hands in the form of a printed book, something that's harder to ignore than a few posts on a website or a PDF. With the help of the Climate Hub, we've put together a professionally designed publication with all the missing links that really lays out where the problems are with maps and photos, all the information they need. The problem is, as you'll know if you already cycle around Dumfries, there are a lot of missing links, a lot of gaps, and that means a lot of pages. Printing enough of these to get them into the really key decision makers will cost us about £1,000, and if we can print more, then we can reach more people. But that's not the whole reason why we want to crowdfund this printing. If you chip in enough to print one copy, then you can say who you'd like to send it to with your name if you want that included. Maybe a councillor or your community council or a council official. We think it sends a much more powerful message if the book comes from someone local, someone who's put their hand in their pocket to pay for it. That makes it much harder to ignore. If you prefer, we can send it to the most relevant person based on your postcode. The more contributions we get, the more people we can reach, and the more progress we can make towards filling in the missing links. And that ultimately benefits everyone, because the more people walk and cycle, the more people feel able to leave their cars at home, even for just a few journeys, the better it is for everyone. It's better for the people who walk or wheel, it's better for people who cycle, and it's better for the people who still need to drive. It's better for the planet, and it's better for Dumfries. So thank you.